Hey everybody, it's me again, Mrs. Guzman, and as you can see, I'm still outside my classroom because it's still summer break. But I've been thinking about school a lot, as educators do over the summer, so today I'm going to talk to you about should schools aim for student happiness on Gifted Guzman. I'm currently getting my master's degree, and I'm in the final stages and the final classes. And in one of our classes, we've been reviewing this book, and it's called Taking Sides. You can't really see the front of the book because Amazon and their sticker, but I did rent the book because it is a cheaper alternative. What we're talking about this week is should schools aim for student happiness? For me, this is something that falls into my personal philosophy of teaching. I do believe that we should aim for student happiness. And that's not to say that I think that students should be happy all the time, but it's finding a way to help them be happy, help them know who they are as a whole person, getting to know them as a whole person, and helping them to deal with any of those frustrations that come about with school. So there are two articles in this Taking Sides book, and we read both of them and we decide which one we agree with. So I read both of the articles, and the one that I agree with says, "What does it mean to educate the whole child?" And it's by Nell Noddings. And I'm going to read a little excerpt from the book from what Nell has to say that resonated with me. It says, "They remind us, too, that students are whole persons, not mere collections of attributes, some to be addressed in one place and others to be addressed elsewhere." So what this means to me is, of course, we should be teaching the whole student. We should be thinking about them on the days when they're having a bad day and something has given them reason to be sad or mad or happy. And we should be teaching them when they're having problems at home, when they're happy and they're enjoying it, when they don't love our subject, when they do love our subject. We should be teaching the whole child, and we should be considering that whole child, even if it's considering that the way we're teaching that day may not necessarily go along with what they like and what they enjoy, but to help them realize that today you may not like and enjoy what we're teaching. It's something valuable for you to learn. And so sometimes you have to take that and internalize and realize that you're doing the learning because the learning is beneficial to you, and it may not just be something that you love every single day. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was I did some research on this online as well, because I wanted to see what there was out there that talks about that. And I found this website, and so I'm going to show you my computer right here. And this website was called The Greater Good. One of the things they talk about is social and emotional learning, which is something as a gifted educator that we have to think about often, because our gifted students have what's called asynchronous development. Because they're so high intellectually, they don't always progress the way they should socially and emotionally. But what this talks about is just simple ways that you can help the whole student with learning. So I'm going to read a little from the website as well. So it says, for example, before introducing a tough math concept, remind the students that if they start to feel frustrated, instead of quitting, they might do some belly breaths to help them stay calm and focused on the task at hand. Or carefully select books that allow students to consider how a character in the text might be feeling. Allow them to explore what choices the character made and try to understand and empathize with why the character made those decisions. So what all of this is basically coming down to, and what it's all saying, is we should be trying to make the children happy, the students happy. And that doesn't mean making them happy all the time, but that means making them aware of their emotional well-being and how, even if there is a hard situation, a difficult situation, they can learn how to navigate through that difficult situation with our help at first. Because again, we're educating them. We're still teaching them not just how to go out into the world and find a job, but how to go out in the world and be part of the world. And sometimes in the world, we meet people that we don't mesh with. We're given things at work that we don't necessarily want to do, but we are told to do them so that we can get paid to do them. So it's about not just teaching the children the core subjects and the information that they need to know to be part of the workforce, but how to be productive individuals in that workforce, and giving them some joy in learning and in becoming part of this society and being part of humanity, so that they aren't emotionally scarred, so that they aren't having all of these problems that we see popping up that we haven't been talking about. So again, on the taking sides, I believe that schools should aim for happiness with their students, in that we should be teaching them how to find their own personal happiness, how to deal with the obstacles in front of them, and how to become a well-rounded whole human being. I hope you've liked my discussion. If you have any information or any comments, you can definitely comment below. Thanks for joining in.